Hello people, another beautiful day, and I hope your health and strength is good and your 5 senses work. What? Anyway, let's do this. You know, I've always said job security is a myth. I got this article here talking about our Raven software. It says here Raven software employees walked out following layoffs in the QA team. The latest Activision Blizzard walkout. But anyway, it says here employees at Raven Software are walking out over a dispute following layoffs in the QA team. The Activision Blizzard owned studio is responsible for Call of Duty Warzone, on which the QA team is predominantly focused. However, on Friday 3rd December, they should have said Friday December 3rd, but anyway. Says 12 QA testers had their contract terminated in good standings, meaning without underperforming or committing a fireable offense. Says here the majority of the remaining team at Wisconsin studio are unsure about the status of their employment. The cut comes after a 5-week period of overtime and anticipated end of the year crunch. In response to the event on Friday, the Raven QA team and other members of Raven staff will be walking out with a singular demand. Every member of a QA team, including those terminated on Friday, must be offered full-time position. Read the statement from staff. The Raven QA department is essential to the day-to-day function of the studio as a whole. Terminating the contracts of high-performing testers in a time of consistent work and profit puts the health of the studio at risk. Additionally, these actions go directly against the positive culture that Raven has created over the years. The end goal of this walkout is to ensure the continued growth of Raven as a studio. Sorry about that, and to test a positive community for everyone who works there. So, of those team members who were let go had relocated to Wisconsin without assisting from Raven, in anticipation of the return to in-person work, due to reassurance from the studio that their workload would remain consistent. Activision has since responded to the cut. Activision Publishing is growing its overall investment in its development and operation resource. We are converting approximately 500 temporary workers to full-time employees in the coming months. Unfortunately, as a part of this change, we also have notified 20 temporary workers across the studios that their contracts would not be extended. Raven Software is responsible for a number of Call of Duty titles, including Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Employees groups ABK tweeted about their support. We watch in shock today as our peer at Raven lost their employment in real time. With all of our efforts to improve the lives of our contracts, this is a great wound for all of us, an incredible break of the trust of the company has asked us for. Now we stand with you. This has not only destroyed the morale of our workforce, but obliterate trust in the company that has been routinely asking us for patience in improving our lives. And then it shows the tweets. Then it says here, this marked the latest walkout of staff from Activision Blizzard Studio. Just last month, 150 Activision staff walked out demanding the removal of CEO Bobby Kotick following demanding reports of workplace harassment and misconduct. So the Activision Blizzard saga continues. So here's the here's the deal. When you're working in the tech companies, the goal is to save up. You know, first of all, let me say this: being fired, being terminated, being let go is not a bad. It's not bad. It's a good thing, you know, if you really open up your mind, you know, and realize how the world works. So being fired, being terminated, or being let go is not a bad thing, you know. So you always want to look on the bright side of things when it comes to a situation like that. And when you work in the tech companies, whenever you work in the tech companies, you want to save up as much money as you can. Save up as much money as you can. If you're making $100,000 or $150,000, your goal is to spend $20,000 that entire year and save the rest. That's your goal. The goal is not to take the money and splurge it. The goal is to take the money and save it. So when situations like this happen, you're prepared. And you want to take advantage of the stock options that they have in the company, or pension checks, or retirement, or 401ks. You want to take full advantage of all of that, you know, for when that time comes, and if you're fired and you're let go, those benefits come in handy. So you want to seize that opportunity when you work in those tech companies in the tech field. So, you know, when you work in the tech companies in the tech world, you know, your goal is to save up as much money as you can, because, you know, job security in that world is very how should I put it, cutthroat, you know, very aggressive, you know, and just because you have perfect attendance and you do the best work in a company and you're always on time, that doesn't make you exempt from being fired or being let go or being terminated or being released. You know, it doesn't make you exempt. And I think most people, you know, when they go into those tech companies, they never think about, you know, about the what ifs, you know, what ifs, you know, and like they never thought about, you know, like what happened if I get let go or being fired or stuff like that. So when you go in an interview, when you go in an interview, you wanna ask for your money up front. Ask for your money up front, and don't be scared to ask for it. If you want $30 an hour, ask for it. If you want $40 an hour, ask for it. Ask for your money up front, because that way, when they decide to let you go, you were never like shortchanged, or you were never shortchanged, and you weren't one of those people who took, when you weren't one of those people who went in the interview and took less and then sat there in the company and thinking, oh, the company was going to give them a raise or what, give them a raise. You want to ask for your money up front, you know. So when you take these jobs in these tech company, you always want to have disaster in the back of your mind, you know. You want to have disaster in the back of your mind, meaning that you're being prepared for, like, if the company do layoffs, cutbacks, or they fire you or stuff like that. So you always want to be prepared when you go into these tech companies, you know. And it's kind of sad that, I mean, these 12 people that you know, who had their contracts terminated, you know, they earned a lot of new skills while they were working there. You know, maybe they probably weren't prepared for the unexpected, you know. And you know, things like this happen in a company. Companies are gonna do cutbacks. So the goal is to take advantage, you know, of all the benefits that they give, whether it's 401k, whether it's medical, whether it's dental, whether it's stocks, whether it's pension. You want to seize all of that. And if they decide to let you go, then you're prepared, and then you want to, at the same time, you want to save up as much money as you can, you know. So when that time, if they decide to do it out the blue, then you're then you're ready. And instead of getting mad and getting angry that you're about to get terminated, fired, or let go, just walk out with a smile on your face and knowing that you're prepared for the challenges ahead. But when it comes to these jobs, man, it's all about preparation. You know, sure, security in a world like today is like this. So when you go in there, man, the goal is to save up as much money as you can, you know, and be prepared for the unexpected, you know, and take advantage of every benefits that you get, you know, and go from there. And go from there. But being fired, being terminated, being let go, being released, it's not bad like you think it is, you know. It's not bad like you think it is, you know. Maybe it's a chance to like change course, go a different route, work on yourself, you know, do things differently. And I mean, and the thing about it too, like being fired, being terminated, being let go, it's a learning lesson too, you know. It warns you about the world out there, you know. Just because you have a high-paying job, it doesn't make you exempt from being fired or let go or released. You know, it's just the world we live in, you know. So yeah, it's a part of everyday life, man. So when you go into these tech companies, man, you get your money up front, you know. Get your money up front, you know, and you know, so, and that way you can start preparing for the days to come, you know. The day that you didn't see coming, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's the way the world works, man. People get terminated, contracts get terminated, people get fired, people get released from their jobs, you know. Companies go out of business. So when you take on these jobs in the world out there, man, you always want to have disaster in the back of your mind. You know, yeah, it's good that you're getting a paycheck. Yeah, it's good, but at the same time, you wanna be prepared, you know, for things like this, you know. So yeah, it happens, man. You know, it happens in everyday life, and you know, and just because you're fired, it's not the end all be all to your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end all be all to your life. You know, it's just, you know, learn from the experience, and then move on, you know, and then go from there, you know, because might be another opportunity knocking on the other side. Might be another opportunity out there, you know, that maybe that job wasn't for you, or maybe the job wasn't for you, and you know, maybe another opportunity is coming. So you always want to keep that in mind, man. So being fired and being terminated, or being released, or being let go, it's not bad, man. It's not a bad thing, you know. No one is exempt from being fired in this world. You could have the highest degree in the world, you're still not exempt from being fired, so, or being terminated, or have your contracts terminated, or whatever. It's just the world we live in, man. So you know, it's just a part of life, man. So you know, lick your wounds and move on, you know, and take the experience you learn, and go to a take it and apply it to the next opportunity you get, you know what I mean? So, and then go from there. Other than that, man, you know, these 12 people, you know, they'll be fine. You know, they'll be fine. You know, they got Activision on their they got Raven Software on their resume. So if they do their resumes today right now, and put it on the internet, say like on on those job search engine sites like Indeed or whatever they use, you know, another company might pick them up. Another company probably pick them up. Probably got a better position from what they were doing. So you always got to keep a positive attitude on things when, you know, when things happen. But other than that, man, those 12 employees will be fine. They work for Raven Software. They work on some pretty games, some huge titles. There's plenty gaming studios around, you know. Those 12 people that got fired, or they got their contracts terminated, they could work for independent. They could work for these independent game development studios that you see on Game Pass. So yeah, being fired is not a bad thing, man. It's a good thing. You know, just make sure when you take on a job, you save up as much money as you can, man. And that's the goal. And you always want to have disaster in the back of your mind. So when that situation come up, you were ready for it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video with this article for you people to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Borg, dark side. I'm gone. Peace.